Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast with your host, Leslie Sprague, where we talk all things wellness, woo-woo, life, and everything in between. As a small-town mom of two amazing kiddos, I understand the challenges of what it's like to stay grounded and go after your dreams. My goal for this podcast is to inspire you to root down so you can grow stronger, rise up, and let your light shine bright so you can be the goddess you are truly meant to be. Think of this as your one-stop shop. It's happy hour with a gal pal while getting truthful and heartfelt about taking the steps forward to living your best life. Hi, and welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague. Okay, guys, so today I want to talk to you about the power of manifestation. And when you focus on something good, something you want, something you desire, you align yourself properly with it so you have excitement around it. You can see it, you can feel it, you raise your vibration towards it. You can manifest whatever it is that you want. And part of that is it's not just sitting back and wishing for it either. So part of that is also taking that inspired action. So one of the things that I've talked a little bit about on my podcast is selling our home. So we have been looking for our dream property for 3 years and have had no luck. We have gone and looked at several properties and we have done all kinds of viewings and things like that. But at the same time, I'm looking at this to be my home for the next 20, 25 years. I don't want to move for a long time. So I am being very specific and very picky. I want to make sure that the house is, it doesn't have to be finished exactly the way I want to be, but the bones have to be good that we can work with it to create what we want. So this has been something we have been, like I said, we have been looking for 3 years. So this year, it was actually Mother's Day. I said to my husband, I said, what do you think about putting our house on the market? Let's just roll the dice, see what happens, and we can go from there. So at first he was a little hesitant. His fears and doubts and well, what if we sell our house? We won't have anywhere to go, like that. All that stuff came up, which is good. But once he settled in, he was like, hell yeah, let's do it. He kind of understood that we were figuratively and literally putting a stake in the ground to say that we were moving. So this is our little journey for putting our house on the market. So the first weekend, it went up on a Friday. The first weekend that we put it up, we had 2 showings on the Friday and a showing on the Saturday. So we got a lot of activity that first little bit. But then the next week was very quiet. And this was just last week. So my house hasn't even been on the market for a full 2 weeks yet. But so that was last week. It was very quiet. And then Monday morning for this week, I decided, and I put it out to my mastermind girls. I told my brother about it. And of course, I told my husband, I said, we are selling our house this week and we are finding our dream property this week. So that happened on Monday. I put that statement out there in the morning, and by Monday afternoon or like early evening, we had a text from our realtor, my sister, and we had a showing booked for the next day at 6 p.m. Then before Monday was even over, we get another text from her saying, "Hey, are you good with a second showing?" So I manifested two showings almost instantly. Like, that is the power of your thoughts, your vibrations, your energies. I just set it out there, said, we are selling our house this week, and done. Signed, sealed, delivered. I knew it was coming. So then we had our 2 showings yesterday, and today we have another showing. We manifested 3 showings in 36 hours. And we have an offer coming in for sure. So like, that's exciting, and I'm excited to see where that will take us. So we're not looking at it or anything until after the second or the third showing today. But like, guys, when you use your energies and alignment and all the things, you have all the things in your toolbox working for you. You have your thoughts going for the right things. You can create whatever the heck you want, or we can create whatever the heck we want. So I just wanted to share with you the power that this can have on your life. What you think about, you bring about, really. We haven't, I have to be careful on how I'm going to word this. As of this moment, our dream property is still working its way to us. And I'm going to admit this because this is going to be me letting this go. I am a little bit scared that it's not going to manifest this week, but I know that it will. So like, I kind of contradict myself. I'm like, I know that I will. These sorts of feelings are normal. These happen. So it's a matter of making your positive and conscious choices to us. We have a property in mind that we love. And the funny thing is, like, we can't even see the house right at the moment because it is surrounded by trees. Our property that we want to manifest has several acres, and it has all kinds of trees and wooded areas, because it seems kind of funny, but like, there's 2 elements in nature that I want to have on our property. And one is trees. I want trees because of their symbolism. I want them to remind me of the strength, and like, they are so rooted that it takes practically a tornado to knock them over. They are so grounded, and they are so strong and amazing. But not only that, it helps to keep us grounded and centered as well. Think of it when you walk amongst the forest. Like, that is what you are, like, it helps to ground you, to center you. And the second element that we want in our house is, I want some sort of water element. So whether this be a stream, a river, a pond, or a pool, something like that, water helps to decrease the anxiety. It helps to bring us less stress and like calm us down. But not only that, for me, water reminds me to go with the flow. When water comes up against an obstacle, it doesn't just let's say it comes up against a tree. It doesn't keep banging into the tree and be like, oh, there's a tree in the way. How do I get around this tree? Oh, I'm banging into the tree again. It doesn't keep going through that cycle. It just runs into the tree and goes, oh, there's a tree. I'm going to go around it. It finds its way to where it's meant to go no matter what. So it's kind of more, those two elements are more for the symbolism for me. And yeah, so this property is still working its way to us. And I'm excited to see how this all transpires. It is just magical almost to see the way this is working out. And at the same time, I know that if we don't manifest the property that we are thinking of, it is going to be that or something better. So I'm putting that out there that we are manifesting our dream property or something better, something more that we want, need, or desire that we may not know that we want, need, or desire yet. So that is exciting. And I wanted to share this story with you because I want you to pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention to your vibrations, your energies, your alignments. Similar to what I talked about last week around hitting the 20K month, what are your thoughts? This is an easy one to wrap our head around, but what are your thoughts around money? What are you always saying about money? Are you always saying that you never have enough, that you're always behind, or that I would just love to have a little bit more? You're not being specific enough in what you want when you just say, I want a little bit more, because that could be $5 more that you manifest. The universe always gives you what you want. So get clear, get specific, and tell the universe what you want. If you are in a negative vibration, a negative state of mind, the universe doesn't care where you are. It meets you there. It always gives you what you want. And that is the magical part about it. Choosing to think differently and look at things differently. How can you flip the switch on your current story? And what can you manifest? What magic can you create? Namaste, goddesses. Hope you have an amazingly wonderful day, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for listening, and let me give you a virtual hug, big squeeze, as a token of my appreciation. At the very least, I hope you had some fun while listening, and maybe even learned a thing or two. And bonus points if I got a chuckle out of you. If you liked this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review, or if you know someone who could benefit from listening, share it on your Insta stories and tag me at Leslie's Yoga and Wellness. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with new episodes. By doing these things, it helps to get my podcast noticed so that people who need to hear my message are more attracted to it. Please feel free to stop by my website, lesliespragg.com, and grab a copy of my free Mom Self-Care Kit. While you're there, grab a free few yoga classes. Namaste, goddesses. Until next time.